Like little niggas out, big niggas out. I knock all that shit, nigga. They touching that ground, nigga. When I hit them, they touching that floor. Don't ask me about Crawford, cause that motherfucker ain't in my division. I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. There's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make.
Jermell Charlo recently broke his silence and directly blamed Terence Crawford for damaging his public image. In a live interview without editing, Charlo accused Crawford of being fake and said their rivalry is now deeply personal. What started as professional tension has turned into a serious feud filled with public criticism and claims of disrespect. Charlo now says he wants to settle everything in the ring and prove who the real fighter is.
What's happening with the boxing world? It was like right after my era with the Canelo shit, it was like I started to watch boxing change and I got my little distance, and I thought that it was important for me to just focus strictly on my family and my kids and my life and my future. Like I'm M's. I got hella M's because I was knocking them niggas out before they was even boxing. They started boxing. All these boxers that's really. I'm in the third generation of boxing, right? I was fighting when Mayweather was fighting. I was fighting when De La Hoya was fighting. I fought on Bernard Hopkins on the card. Throw me some motherfucking hearts, cause half of you niggas ain't never did that. Even if you listening, y'all gotta remember that. I fought when my coach Juan Guzman fought. Yeah. I fought on his undercard.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I remember.
I come from a different era in boxing.
Jermell Charlo once again mentioned Terence Crawford in public, calling for a potential fight against one of boxing's top names. However, fans focused more on his tone than his challenge. Charlo spoke respectfully and even praised Crawford's achievements, admitting that Crawford has done things he himself has not. Many saw it as a mix of respect and quiet rivalry rather than pure aggression.
Smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best shit. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the fuck would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these shits. I'm with the old school boxing. I'm following all of the Muhammad Ali Act and all that shit. I mean, man, whatever. Y'all want to change shit? Change. If they gave me an offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now.
At a surface level, the situation between the two fighters looks like a simple challenge between champions, but the reality is more complex. Their history and personal feelings go much deeper than a normal call-out in boxing.
Moving up in weight, I really like the weight I'm in. I'm slim. I was out of my element. Some people can operate better when they out of their element. I'm not. I know how to be dealt with. But call me Money Mel, bitch, for the rest of this day. I'm fucking Money Mel, and we turning the money shot.
To understand the tension, it goes back to a low point in Jermell Charlo's career during his fight with Canelo Alvarez in September 2023. After a one-sided defeat in which he was outclassed over 12 rounds, Charlo appeared emotional in the aftermath, and the moment raised questions about his confidence and form.
Yeah, Terence Crawford could be on the radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans, and it's fine, but he's a champion. He's great at what he do. I haven't been beefing, truthfully. He's just feeling himself right now. And he's a top dog. He's moving up in weight. And everybody want to fight the best. 168 is considerably still kind of like not my weight division, because it's not as easy to make 168. I have to gain weight and gaining weight when you're working really hard is really tough, you can easily walk around at 168, so I'm definitely not the naturally bigger fighter. So 168 is not my weight division. I think I would have to see him in a different weight.
What made the situation worse was that Terence Crawford was sitting ringside watching the entire fight. After seeing Charlo's performance, Crawford later criticized him publicly on social media, questioning his effort and mocking what he saw as a poor showing on a major stage. Crawford's dislike for Jermell Charlo appears to go beyond business. In an interview, when asked directly about their relationship, Crawford openly said he did not like Charlo. He went further by calling him fake and suggesting that his personality and behavior are just an act designed for attention rather than authenticity.
You say I'm done after that?
Of course, 100%.
What's the thing about Jermell? Oh, I feel like you don't like Jermell. And if
I don't.
You got respect for Earl. So if you did Earl like that, god dang.
I don't like Jermell for the simple fact that I feel he's a fake individual. I feel Earl is real. I feel he's genuine. I feel like he stand on 10 toes on everything that he say or do. I feel like Jermell is just one of those guys that do a lot for attention. I was cool with Jermell and Jamal and they older brother prior to me moving up in weight. You know, I got messages with he hit me up asking me he gonna pull up in Omaha and we talking about cars. We talking about all different type of stuff. Once, you know, I moved up in the division and I understand that they stable mates. He trained with Arrow Coach and they've been knowing each other for a long time. For him to start bashing me and talking bad about me and saying I'm gonna get knocked out and, you know, going out his way to say little slick shit about me, I was just like, man.
When confronted with these accusations, Jermell Charlo reacted by distancing himself from the controversy. He claimed he does not follow interviews or online talk and insisted he has no issue with Terence Crawford. At the same time, he downplayed the rivalry and described himself as a superstar on a different level, saying he was not focused on other fighters.
He did shit in 154. How y'all want him to fight me? I'm telling you, I'm trying to become undisputed right now. How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division? How do he just jump from there to there? Like, what connection do he got to this world? What that tall, lanky motherfucker at? Maybe I'll be the shot caller and make the decisions on who I want to fight next. And Fondora, go fight somebody else. I don't know. Crawford, go fight. Y'all fight each other. I'm busy. Motherfucker, I'm busy. When he fighting again? Shit. When the fuck is he fighting again? Like, who the fuck he fought last? Like, I don't even know nothing about the kid. Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. Like, we talking about a 147 pounder that was a 140 pounder. We need to fucking compare. I get it. He won the undisputed, right? At 147 and 140. This shit is different when they get down to 147. 147, 154, 160, 68. This shit is.
What is the thing with you and Terence Crawford? Why he keep calling you out? He don't even fight in your weight class. Well, I guess he has plans on moving up to fight in your weight class. But what is it? Is it personal? Is it because it seemed like it's something personal, like he trying to fight everybody in y'all camp?
Right, and that's cool. I think that Terence Crawford could be on the marketing point. He could be using it that way because, you know, like.
However, Terence Crawford has a different view of how the relationship changed. He said he once had a good connection with Charlo and his twin brother, but believes things shifted when he rose in weight and became more successful. According to Crawford, Charlo's attitude changed and he began acting differently and speaking negatively behind the scenes.
Charlo brothers, that's true, or both of them?
Yeah, man.
Is that still real?
He's a groupie. You know what I mean? Like,
talk your shit, bud.
Like, I just feel like ever since I moved, and they was cool. You know what I mean? I'm still cool with Jamal. Jamal's still cool people, but Jermell, like, dude, just like weird. Like, he always angry. He always yelling. He always, you know, doing some off the wall psycho type stuff.
But what is it between y'all two? How did that happen?
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
You know, when I moved up in weight, and soon as I called out Spence and my name was being involved in Spence, he act like that was his fiance or something. You know, he felt as if Earl couldn't speak for herself. He was, Earl Spence to do this, Earl Spence to do that, and you too little, and lions, and it's.
Crawford also referenced his rivalry with Errol Spence Jr., saying he respected Spence more as an opponent than Charlo as a former friend. This comparison was used to highlight his belief that Charlo's attitude is not genuine.
in competition with the Terence Crawford ring walk. I know that's what everybody's trying to get the answer to. Came out with Eminem. That was some bad shit. Like, I ain't gonna front. That's some cool shit. And it's gonna be hard to beat that. He win. That's not my world. We don't get paid for that anyways. But I almost had like Lil Wayne or something. I had some people I've been in contact with. So we shall see.
Crawford can stop anybody. I'm not saying he can't. He's going to, but he can't.
The comparison between fighters was meant to suggest that some athletes are real competitors, while others are not authentic in their behavior. This idea has become a major talking point in boxing discussions surrounding Charlo and Crawford.
Charlo, he calls out Terence Crawford.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. There's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now.
I remember after Jermell Charlo took on Saul Canelo Alvarez, before Terence Crawford did the magnificent beating Saul Canelo Alvarez, right after that, Terence Crawford, he showed his disinterest in fighting Jermell Charlo. But now Jermell Charlo is saying, yo, give me Bud, he deserves it. But my thing is this, Jermell's been out for like 2 years. I think it'd be something that everybody would be salivating over. They would want the fight, but they would definitely want the fight if Jermell comes back and he knocks somebody completely out. He knocks somebody completely out nasty style, then whatever he has to say on the mic calling out Bud Crawford, people will start saying, Bud Crawford, where you at? And if Bud Crawford doesn't take the challenge, people love to jump on Doc around a pizza.
Unbelievable, man. This Jermell Charlo. I can't believe he's even asking for a fight like that. This is a man who fought, his last fight was Saul Canelo Alvarez was in 2023, and now it's 2025, October 2025, and he's calling out Terence Crawford, the biggest name in boxing. Why should...
Boxing analyst Greg Hackett warned that Jermell Charlo is now in a critical position. He pointed out that Charlo's poor performance against Canelo Alvarez has already damaged his reputation. Another bad performance or loss could lead to serious doubts about his status in boxing and could define the next stage of his career.